Good evening. Thanks for having me tonight. Today we're going to talk about God and poop. Yes, ma'am, I did say poop. P-O-O-P. You know, the stinky stuff. And I can see a few of y'all, you look a little poopy, so I got some souvenirs for you. Who wants a roll of toilet paper? There you go. Over there? Sure, no problem. Hey, one more. Catch. And I think I'll just keep this roll for myself because by the time we're done with this conversation, I might need it. Anyways, God has a plan. Sometimes we may not understand it, and it's His plan, not ours. We want it now. But we have to go through poop in our lives, and the poop is the situations. And so I'm using the situation, the word situation, your life, as poop, because we're all going to have to go through it. Now, there's a very good book that I've heard about that I read quite frequently. It's the most published book on the planet, and that's the Bible. The sad part about it is it's also the most unread book on the planet. This book has amazing stories and amazing different ideas and what could be and what will be if you just read it. And a lot of people tell me, oh, I don't got time to read the Bible. My schedule's too busy. I got too much poop going on in my life. Well, I got a suggestion for you. How many of y'all have to take a poop at least once a day? Now, come on, ma'am. I know you have to go to the restroom and you have to do your business, but we're all sitting there, especially us guys, and we're all sitting there going, oh boy, man, this one's gonna be a log, Oh, this one's gonna be a big one. It might be chunky. And we're sitting there and we're thinking about things that we really shouldn't be thinking about. We're gonna be sitting there for 20 minutes, at least I have once or twice. Why not put the Bible next to the toilet? And when you're in there, you can open up that puppy and go, okay, God, how much do you love me today? And you find something to read. A lot of people don't understand that you get what you put into it. Now, how many of y'all kind of walked across a field and all of a sudden you got this stinky smell and you're just going like, what is that awful smell? And you lift up your shoe. And you look at the bottom of the shoe and you realize that you have just stepped into a pile of fresh, hot, stinky poop. Now, sir, you're laughing at me, but I know you know what I'm talking about. You've been there, huh? And you're sitting there and you're trying to get that poop off your shoe. And you can't do it, can you? And that smell stays with you all day. Disgusting, isn't it? Well, that's what our lives are like. Piles of poop. We all have to go through poop. Now you may look at me and be thinking, oh, what's this guy got? I mean, I'm dressed okay. I look okay. I don't smell like poop. So that's a good thing. What is it that I've gone through that can be related to you? You're sitting there and thinking to yourself, oh, you can't realize what I'm going through. I hate to tell you. I'm going to give you just the last 3 years of my life because I've gone through some serious poop. Now, I went to the hospital. I had a lump underneath my arm, so I went to the hospital to say, hey, I'm not feeling so good. Well, I woke up an hour later after they did surgery and the doctors came in and said, oh, I'm so sorry, but you have cancer. Wow. Talk about some heavy poop, don't you think? So after 10 rounds of chemo, 10 rounds of radiation, 2 rounds of pneumonia, 11 lumbar punctures, and if you don't know what a lumbar puncture is, that's where they turn you over on your back, and they take a needle about this long, and they put it into your skeleton, into a hole that's about this big, and they squirt the chemo right into your skeleton. Sounds like fun, huh? Yeah? You're fully awake when they're doing this. Now, you think that might just be enough. Well, I spent 397 days out of 500 in a hospital. And just when you thought that that was great and all done, I decided that, well, I'm going to go have a stem cell transplant. 38 days in total isolation at Cedar-Sinai. It was amazing. When I actually went into Cedars-Sinai, they made me sign a piece of paper saying on these 2 specific days that we put your stem cells back into your body, you could die. Doesn't that make you feel all warm and fuzzy? Huh? Didn't make me. I was like, oh, okay. Well, you see, I had a peace because I knew where I was going, and it didn't make a difference to me anymore. You see, the big deal about the going through all this whole situation is they told me after the second round of chemo that I only had 6 months to live. Then the doctors all come in the next day and say, oh, we're so sorry. You have 2 weeks. 2 weeks to live. I was a little scared. I was going through some serious poop. Now back to Cedars-Sinai. When I was at Cedars-Sinai, I did some poop. 7 pounds of poop on the day they told me I was going to die. Talk about a poopy situation, huh? But I knew where I was going. God had a plan. I didn't know what the plan was going to be, but God knew. You see, on the second round of chemo, I told God, you have my life. Whatever you choose to do with it, it's totally up to you. You can save my life or take my life. I did not know until after the 10th round of chemo and the stem cell transplant that I'd be standing here today. Hair, lost my hair 5 times. This one actually kind of like. But I've been through some poop, just like you. You see, I knew that when I closed my eyes for the very last time, and I opened them up, that Jesus Christ was going to be standing there in front of me. He was going to take me by the hand and he was going to walk me to God and introduce me to God personally as his servant and friend. How about you? Do you know where you're going to be spending all of eternity? Do you know Jesus Christ? Do you have a relationship with him? Where do you stand? That's the question. People say I have great faith. Some people say I have strong faith. And I have to say that they're wrong. You see, we start out in life with this nice little shiny example of this is a little Snickers bite size. And trust me, it's bite size. No sugar rush. But it's not tainted. It's not got crap on it, poop. And as we grow and we become more and more of an adult, our faith gets bigger. And we got 2 bites. You can feel a little sugar rush on this one, okay? But then as we keep going and we start relying on our own abilities to perform, our own abilities to succeed, and we stop relying on God's, and we think, okay, God, I know you're there, but let me handle this one, please. Let me take this opportunity to do this. I know you're there, and I appreciate it, but I'm going to handle it. And we get to a bigger bar. Bigger sugar rush. This is where we can be, usually, most people are in their lives. Then we get up to where we want to be. The king size bar, yeah. Now this is a big rush. Mix this with the Dr. Pepper, I'm telling you, woo, it's enough to peel the wallpaper right off the wall. Serious sugar rush. This is where most people end up, is here. This is their faith. Not the candy bar, but the size, it grows. And people keep saying, oh yeah, such great faith, strong faith and all that. Here's my faith. The Big Mama. The big Snickers bar. Why? Because see, I know that God saved my life. He chose to save my life for his purpose. What it is, I wish he'd tell me. Trust me, I really would like to know. What kind of faith do you have? Do you have any faith at all? You all are in different places in life, and I understand that. I really, truly do. But you have to make a decision. Jesus Christ is always there. He's always going to be there. The question is that are you going to accept him into your heart as your Lord and your Savior? Or are you going to just choose to stay where you are in the pile of hot, stinky poop that's going on in your life? I can't make that choice for you. But I would love to pray for you. Love to pray with you. But you have to make the choice. Thank you.